Hey yo, what's good? This your boy Cashing right now, and we on the red chair, and we have special guests.
Willson Millz, man.
Willson Millz, man. A pleasure to meet you, man, and a pleasure to do this interview with you, man. Definitely.
Appreciate that, dog.
So, just to give you a little insight of the red chair, you know what I'm saying? The red chair, we just having a conversation, we shooting the shit, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to get the public to understand who Willson Millz really is and be able to follow and be a part of your journey.
Right, I like that.
So, my first question to you is, what was the first beginning to kick off the million and is it Million and One?
Million One Entertainment, millz podcast, yeah.
Yeah. What really kicked that off? Like, what was your inspiration to give you that idea to motivate you?
Well, I grew up in a family full of a lot of people use the word bosses, but I'm gonna say entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And, that was always pretty much a model that was in front of me. But the actual entertainment part, that came from something called Beans House Productions. My big brother, he had a record company that he started out of my mama's house called Beans House Productions. You know what I'm saying? His name Bean, he called it Beans House Productions.
Yeah.
But that's what I would say music and the interest and the love of music started for me. Okay. My big brother Bean and Mike. Like Mike was the producer, Bean was the lyricist. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Mike became a little monster that he created, you know what I'm saying? And you know how sometimes the one being taught to surpass the, you know what I'm saying, the teacher and shit like that. So that's what it was. My big brother's dog inspiration, and like I say, it was serious. Like, you had to report for studio time. You had to be in there. My brother Mike, I ain't gonna lie, he wrote our lyrics for me, and I say we. My cousin Harry, who was involved with Million One Entertainment, well, really he was mostly on the M1 studio side. We'll get into that. But yeah, man, family. I'm gonna just to keep it short. It's a long story. You feel what I'm saying? We'll be here all night, but to keep it short, my family. I was inspired by the people in front of me and how shit was moving.
Okay. So you did music yourself?
Yeah, I rapped a little bit as a youngster, but I don't think the rapping part was for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just did some stuff with my son. Shout out to Prank 2 times. I just did some shit with him, and we got a little project that we working on. Yeah. But yeah, being an artist, that's not really for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For various reasons.
All right. I understand. So, what genre of music would you say that you're mostly involved with? Is it just rap, or do you have other genres of music that
you mean when you say involved? You mean with like present, like right now?
Yes, that you work with, or that you want to promote or want to promote in the future?
I would say right now it's only hip hop, but we have a few other things that's in development. I would say.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But the management part being new to me, and like I said, we still have Prank 2 times. We still working on, like that's the main projects that's being worked on. Jay kind of pulled my coat when I met him. You know what I'm saying, in an interview. So I thought, he was just a young little dude, excited, and you know what I'm saying. So when we doubled back and linked with each other again, he pulled my coat again, like, "Say it, dog. Remember what we talked about?" So that's when I saw he was serious. He wasn't really taking no for an answer. So I was like, all right, man, we're gonna dive off into this and we're gonna see where you at with it. And was in a couple of weeks he sent me about 7-8 songs yet. You know what I'm saying? So once he showed me he was hungry for real, that's how I really got pulled into that. Okay. So people see me working with Jay and seeing us around, like I had him at Juvie Tuesdays, had him around certain people and stuff like that. Yeah. They started inquiring a lot, so they got a few people on my coattail. So
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. And that I know that's been a journey in itself. Just with the new mentoring, new talented mentoring, right. And another artist and whatnot. Among those talents that you have, you also I want to kind of talk about the Million Views podcast.
Okay, yeah.
All right, and we're back with Carpe Hustle, Red Chair, and we're here with Willson Millz. And I just, we're coming back to the question of, the Million Views podcast. Talk a little bit about the message that you want to convey to the audience that, is just watching the podcast, or just new people who are trying to get into listening to the podcast.
Well, first of all, shout out again, Big Beans, and my partner Cheesy. Big Cheesy, that's why I started this thing out with. If you go to the beginning of the Million Views podcast, you'll see it was 2 hosts and not just one. I wasn't really supposed to be Willson Mills, this person out in front of everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, I still get nervous on camera every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand my mission, I understand it's bigger than me, like, and what I mean by that is, I could easily get on camera every day and talk about the bullshit that's going on in the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I choose to push J Hook, you know what I'm saying? I choose to put my son in position to be a boss before he even, you know what I'm saying, have an inkling of thinking about signing to somebody or working for somebody or something like that. I had that opportunity, I saw it, so I seized it. Million Views Podcast, like, this is our voice, our eyes, our ears. You feel what I'm saying? This is our way to communicate with the world, Million Views Podcast. Like, I'm from Metairie, I'm from Bunchville, I'm from a small place. A lot of people ain't heard us or seen us or even know what we're really about. But now they don't have no choice. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be something refreshing to the entertainment industry. That's how I feel.
Okay. That's really dope. That's really dope, man. And just, you know, just coming from the podcast, coming from managing and just the different projects that you've been a part of, what has inspired you to be who you are to so many artists and to, you know, work with so many different projects?
Hey, brother, mess your head up when you took like that message you sent me earlier about how other people responded and, you know, spoke about me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It'll be too long to shout them all out. That's why I sent it to you, or maybe some way we could work that out visually or something like that. But those people, dog, that man behind the camera, Raphael Medina, King Mike, J Hook, shit, you know what I'm saying? Do believe in me on a different level that I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, trying to even approach or see, I didn't see myself in that role. You feel what I'm saying? Just so many people, dog. Big Mall, All Night Shorty, bro. It's a lot of people, dog, that inspire me, dog, to keep pushing with it. It's not easy. You feel what I'm saying? Everything, nothing really come easy in this, and it's about. The thing I love the most about what I do is people, dog, interacting, like, you know what I'm saying? Issues that need to be worked out, shit like that, bringing people together, shit like that, that's what I've been doing all my life, so that's what really inspired me, dog, the actual people. That's the people that I sent you feel what I'm saying? Like, I got my day one partner with me, man, I finally got him outside, you know what I'm saying? Big Disco, he might get mad at me for saying his name on camera, but I'ma say it, you hear me? That, shit like that inspired me, bro. Me and that man called Juvenile Life when we was little, dog. You know what I'm saying? They gave us probation for life. My parents were actually able to get us, you know what I'm saying, a decent lawyer and shit like that. Something that a lot of other kids probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to do. You know what I'm saying? So after that, you know, my folks sent me off to private school and stuff like that, try to give me a different type of little look, different chance in life. And that split me and my homie up. So like, just moments like that in my life inspired me to do what I'm doing now, because now we can come together and do some real big shit in life, and we can do that shit together, and there ain't got to be no, you know, no going to jail, no dumb shit involved, you feel what I'm saying? And that, on top of that, just the artists, the people themselves, though. Everybody I sent you on that list, not an artist, but they've been involved with this some kind of way. That's what made Million Views Podcast happen, you feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, that's dope, man. So, you know, during your journey of it, you talked about having to deal with facing, you know, juvenile life and, you know, the prison system. Talk a little bit about how the prison system has shaped, you know, your views on and your goals and just pushed you to strive.
Well, I ain't spent a lot of time in the prison system. My partner Disco, he told me, he had to remind me that they actually gave us juvenile life on paper. I thought I was just on paper to 21, but he had to break that shit down to me, like, nah, like that.
So, like, what does actually juvenile life mean?
Juvenile life, I think they changed it not to like 31 years old, 25 years old, something like that, but it used to be until you was 21, depending on the offense. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never been, I think I did total as an adult probably like 2 years and a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was on some, that's when Mills was born. You feel what I'm saying? That was Mills doing that shit. Now, Willson Mills, who you talking to, that's a totally different person. I put the Willson on front of it just to never forget where I came from.
Right.
Willson Street, like, I always put this in my posts on Facebook and shit like that. I put Willson, hashtag Willson Street Training. There's only a select few people on this planet that can say that they was trained on Willson Street. That's one of them over there. And you might think I'm bullshit, but like, that's a particular type of animal, you know what I'm saying? Right. For better or for worse. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man, like that's pretty much it, dog.
That's what's up, man. So, talk about a little bit about maybe before you actually end up, you know, forming Million and One ENT. Like, what kind of job, you know, what kind of job did you have, or what were you doing to, you know,
well,
acquire money at the time?
Let me say this. I was unemployed when I started Million and One Entertainment, right? Started Million and One Entertainment. Let's see. July of 2020, I started putting the paperwork and stuff like that in motion. I had just bonded out March 5th of that same year. You know what I'm saying? The most recent situation I went through, but like that was, you know, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I was unemployed. I was on my ass, bro. Like some people claim to be, you know, every street nigga story out here, they was always up. They was, you know, the biggest nigga ever and this and that. That wasn't my story, bro. Like I had just went through losing my dad in 2015. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in a dark place in life, bro. Had just lost my partner in 2019. You know what I'm saying? In my yard. You know, there was a lot of, you know, crazy circumstances behind that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. I was at a crossroads when I started Million and One Entertainment. It was either go all the way back to my previous employment,
right?
You know, make some changes and make differences, you know what I'm saying, and what's going on around me, dog. Not only with my immediate family and friends and shit like that, dog, but I got a son, bro. He's super talented, dog, real bright kid, dog. I got a daughter. She 12 years old, bro. She the same way, bro. She teach art at school, you know what I'm saying? She plays several instruments and shit like that. I got a niece, she had an AAU tournament right now in Dallas cutting up. And I inspire all these people, even when I was doing less than shit, you know what I'm saying? So that motivated me to do what I'm doing, bro. Like, it had to be that change. But what I was doing for money, like, nah, like that's a corny question, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I was just living, bro. I was trying to make changes at the time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you definitely zoned in on what I was.
I get what you was trying to say, you know what I'm saying?
You got
the question and how it's answered, it go.
I respect it. Also, my next question to you is, so what do you have planned coming up, you know what I'm saying, just as far as Million and One ENT?
Well, me and Jay was just talking, man. Right now, we just grinding, we working, we in the studio. I got a big documentary that I'm working on, you feel what I'm saying? Man, Ralph just cranked things up at the studio. We got a lot of work coming through there. And right now, it's just about working. You feel what I'm saying? Million Views podcast, that's about to turn up. I got some talks with a few production companies, you know what I'm saying, that we thinking about partnering with. We not again, Million and One Entertainment, the company, that's for paying 2 times and my daughter Samira. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the CEO of Million and One Entertainment. Right. A lot of people get that part fucked up. I got a job, I work for my children. Right. You feel me? So we can't just do anything. It got to be the right thing. But we got a few situations done that's looking pretty good. We got some documentary time. I can't say this, the Willson Street documentary, that'll be out a little bit sooner than the, you know what I'm saying, the Bunch Village documentary. But that's the type of thing we got going on right now. A lot of film and a lot of studio, you feel me?
Okay. So you mentioned, you know, your inspiration were the people that you shouted out. Can you just, you know, give me a brief synopsis of, you know, the relationship and, you know, the different people that you shouted out?
Give me a couple of names out there. You got this on you?
I got it in my phone.
It's in your phone?
It's in my phone.
But offhand though, like I say, Big Disco. Me and Disco go back, what, about 4 or 5 years old, quick?
Yeah, about that, probably. Yeah.
The first person I knew outside of my household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go way back, right? And I just remember growing up with this dude, he was good at everything. You know what I'm saying? My partner, bro, my best friend. I just remember just like every day I went home like, damn, nigga did that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, tomorrow, I gotta try and do that.
Right.
And I think that's what pushed me, especially on the athletic level. So, my partner, like, niggas like Yoda, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Benny Lee, people like that. I remember dudes like that from my early childhood, bro, like just really pushing me to be the best, like just to be good. I don't care if it's fighting, shooting basketball, you know what I'm saying, playing football, like whatever the case may be. If we about to go fishing in the canal bank, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be competition behind it. So that's where niggas really got they skills and they hunger from, you know what I'm saying? People like, I shout out a couple of people that we lost, bro, big time, my daddy, Buddy. Squirrel, Tuffy, Terrell, that's the 3 dudes out of one family, bro. Shout out to the Phipps and Himes families. Kid, bro, I called him Daddy, you heard me, Johnny Gregory. Like, losing people like that, bro, and like, they all died in different ways, but aside from my daddy, all that hurt the same. Like losing a parent, I don't know if you ever lost a parent or somebody like that real close to you, that's a different shit. You know what I'm saying? That took me, you know, totally somewhere else, bro. My mama, bro, Cherry Miller Dickinson, bro, like, that's a real inspirational person in my life. That's somebody who always, she was good at everything. My mama played sports, you know what I'm saying, sung in the choir, though. She was like a youth advocate at the church. She supervised the youth choir and stuff like that. Got a heart of gold, though. Like, that's where I get my good sides from. You feel what I'm saying? I see my mom.
That's what's up.
So Luther King Mike, I know I said his name earlier, but he was one of the people that really encouraged me to do this. Like really, like cause that's one of my partners. When I write about him, he was one of them people that was like, yeah man, do that, that's you. You feel what I'm saying? Every so once in a while he'll shoot me a text or send me a video or something. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first people that really supported the idea of me doing a podcast. I can go on all night, bro. There's a lot of people.
You know, I looked at that list, I was like, good lead.
Man, please find a way to put that out there too, dog.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure to put that in the details of the video and everything so people can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, dog, for reaching out to me like this, bro, and not being scared to give me my props and my flowers, however it is you want to look at it, but I appreciate that. Of course. We don't get that a lot, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, just again, being from Los Angeles, you know, I have a different type of appreciation for, you know, just new information and just history altogether. Just giving a little bit, like my people, I come from a big history background. Okay. So, you know, just hearing, you know, the history behind, you know, just you and just hearing the motivation and the inspiration and you just connecting those pieces together and connecting people together and just, you know, having your own podcast and all those other things that you're doing is just, it's very inspiring, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? I want to definitely get to that level. My next question is, so, you know what I'm saying? Just like I was just saying before, just seeing the different things that you do and how it's inspired me, like what message would you have for somebody like me in my position who's, you know, just trying to come up, who's getting it from the ground up and just, you know, just trying to grow and really, you know, really reach those heights?
Focus all the way in on the business, you know what I'm saying? And don't overthink it, okay? Don't overthink nothing. Give it you. Right. If it's you, give it you. If it ain't you, walk away from it. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's like my dad couldn't come to my games and stuff like that. He was a blue collar man. He was the boss, but the type of line of work he was in, he had to be there. You feel what I'm saying? So like I get little sayings from him, right. And that's the type of stuff